Well, hello, happy Thursday. Thank you for coming by to check out my weekly card share. I'm Cheryl Abernathy, and I'm the owner of Elegant Sentiments, and this is our weekly card share number 6. So we're moving on up the chain here. I thank you for stopping by. We're going to go ahead and get started with what's going on and Stampin' Up right now. So let me go ahead and add this to our screen there. So this is the current host code. You can use that host code when you shop with me online. If you order more than $150, though, don't use that host code because we want to make sure that you get all of the benefits that you are entitled to when you shop with me. So I hope that you will avail yourself of that. We also have this month a fantastic starter kit. I call the starter kit the ultimate bundle because you can get $155 worth of products that you choose for only $99 when you sign up to be a demonstrator. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're wanting to start a business. It could be that you just love our products and you want to share with other demonstrators the projects that you create. You can get lots of ideas from demonstrator planning place and special areas that we have for those who are Stampin' Up demonstrators. And not only do you get the $155 worth of products, you also get additional products. The shipping is free, which is worth 10% of your order. So that's $15 savings there. You get a paper pumpkin kit, which is, I think right now, paper pumpkin kits are $23. And then, you just get to hang out with some really awesome people that love crafting. So if that's something you're interested in, you can contact me. There's my number or my website. You can stop anytime, call anytime, and I'd be happy to talk to you about that. The next thing we have going on still through the end of the month is our designer series paper sale. Take advantage of that. You can get 15% off of some of our select papers. They're very nice papers, double-sided, most of them. And I've shown them before. If you want to go back and look at other videos, you can actually see the ones that are on sale. But if you go to my website, you can see them there as well. And this is the paper pumpkin kit for the month of June. And it is this time featuring some accordion fold cards. You'll create 9 cards, 3 different designs. And of course, you get a stamp set. You get some pearlescent sequins. I love a little bling, so I'm curious to see what those are. There's an ephemera pack with it and some pre-cut dies. So you'll be able to create some really wonderful products with this month, with the June paper pumpkin kit. And then we have, actually that should be July, because you can order, let me go back, you can order that kit through the end of, through July 10th. So this, it says June, but this is actually the July paper pumpkin kit. Sorry about that error. And then we have a new online kit that you can get, this beautiful cards. The kit makes the beautiful cards that you see there, 8 designs. You get everything you need in this kit to create the projects that are there. So 2 different designs, 8 cards with lots of our new colors are in there. Crumb cake, gloss balloon is new, pecan pie is new, pool party, and wild wheat is a new color as well. So that's a great way to get some of our new colors. And also, if you are new to stamping, these kits are really a great option for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you, let me see here. There we go. Okay, so today we're stamping with the Timeless Charm stamp set. This is actually a sneak peek. This set is not going to be available until July I think it's July 3rd or 4th, but it is a new bundle that's going to be an online exclusive, and I really like this. I played with it a little bit, not as much as I'd like to. I actually just made one card, and that's the card that I'll show you today. But it's got the sentiments that you see here. It has the mixed font sentiments, and I really like that. Anything floral, I always love that, and it's got some nice background stamps that you can use as well. And this is a bundle, so these are the dies that coordinate with this stamp set. And I'll be using one of the dies, and as you can see, one of the stamps for today's project. And also for today's project, we're using the Nested Essentials die set. And these are another one of the die sets that are available in our annual catalog. They don't coordinate with a stamp set, but they are really a great set of dies to have on hand. And here we go with today's project. This is the card that I made. I used some of our in color DSP, the 2020, what is it, 2023 to 2025 in colors. The Moody Mauve is what I'm featuring today. And then we got a piece of seafoam. And then for the inside, we just did a little stamping there. And of course, we stamped and coordinate the envelope to go with the card. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'll leave that so you can see it. The lighting is a little harsh today, and I apologize for that. It's kind of cloudy outside. But I do have everything pre-cut. So I used the Nested Essential die, and I stamped the sentiment in Moody Mauve ink onto this piece of scrap and die cut the sentiment. And then we have, this is one of the flowers. Look at the detail in there. Let me see. I don't know if I can bring that closer so you can see the detail. But it's got a lot of detail in it. And then we have the two pieces that we die cut from the Nested Essentials. I also used, now I didn't include it, but I used one of the basics 3D embossing folders to emboss this piece before I die cut it. And so there's that in basic white. Soft seafoam, this is the other die cut that I did. And then we have a little ribbon in soft seafoam. This ribbon is actually just a craft ribbon that I colored using our stamping blends. And then I have an A2 card base, just plain card base. And then this piece is from the DSP, and it's 4 by 5 1/4. And then of course we have for the envelope, we have the piece for the flap. And then we have, this is insert that I just pre-printed the sentiment that I wanted to use. I just used my computer for that, and then I will stamp the flowers on it the way that I want. So let's go ahead and get started doing just that. And the first thing we'll do is add the DSP to our card base. This is a really simple card to make. Most of my cards, if you are one that likes the really intricate and difficult and take hours to make cards, you probably won't find them on this channel, because I like things that are just simple and easy and elegant. And so that's my lane, and I try to stay in my lane because I know what works well for me. But if if that's not you, that's fine. Okay, we're going to move this up and try to get this on here correctly. Don't know why I'm having such a challenge with that today. Yeah, we're going to get it. Nope, not yet. What I'm doing, I look at the corners when I'm putting a piece down, and I try to make sure that they're as close to equidistant around when I put it down. So that's why I was putting it down and lifting it up, and putting it down and lifting it up. So there's that. And then I'll burnish it a little bit with the foam folder. And then we'll go and add some glue to the die cut, the basic white die cut piece that's been embossed using that embossing folder. This is from, there's 3 different designs in that pack of embossing folders. There's three different three different embossing folders in the set. They're sold as a set of 3, and they're $30 for the set, which is pretty typical price-wise. And then this is the soft sea foam that's die cut using the Nested Essentials dies, and we'll just put that right in the center. And then for this, now what you could do with this, with the flower that we're going to add on, what you could do is use our adhesive sheets and die cut this piece with that, and you wouldn't have to worry about, you know, having glue seep or any of that. But I did not do that with this piece. I'm just using my fine tip glue to put that on. And we'll try to get this down without making a big mess. There we go. Not too bad. We got a little bit of glue. Oops. A little bit of glue. And then one of the things I like to do is just kind of dab around with my fingers. It'll dry clear. Okay, so we've got that down. And then the next thing we want to do is add our sentiment. And since we've got a few layers here, I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of that sentiment to give it just a little bit of depth. So I'm using Stampin' dimensionals for that, and I always put way more dimensionals than I need. And I do that only because a lot of times I mail my cards, and I want them to arrive in the same shape that I send them in. So if I have plenty of dimensionals, there's no sag that can creep in there when the package or the card is being delivered by mail. But, you know, it's not necessary. It's just what I do. So we'll get these pieces on. Flip these little backs off. I think I got, oops, did I get them up? Nope, missed one. There we go. Okay. And then we'll just stick that on. We want part of it to be on the die cut itself, and then part of it to be just like that. And then we'll take our ribbon. Let's see, look at which side I want to use. Oh, they both look about the same. It's so teeny. But I just put a little, you can use a glue dot for this, but I've got the glue out, so I'll just use that and put that down and hold it there for a second or two to give it a chance to adhere. And then the last thing we're going to do on the card front is add a iridescent pearl basic jewel to the center of the flower. So you know me, I need some kind, even if it's just a teeny weeny bit, I need a little bit of bling on my cards. So this is the teeny weeny little bit. So that completes the card front. Then we will go ahead and stamp the inside of our card. Need to get this off of there. Get off, get off. Got a dimensional back that's trying to hang on to the card. No, you don't get to hang on there. And here we're going to be stamping. You can put them, you can stamp flowers on there if you like them on. If not, I just happen to like them. So I'm going to put 3. I'll put 1 in the center. And then I'll put 1 on either side. And they don't have to be in any certain order. You may not even want 3. You might want 1 in the corner, or you might want 1 in the top, whatever works for you. So we've got our 3 flowers stamped on the inside. And then we'll just go ahead and add this to the inside of our card using our whatever glue you like. I'm using tape runner. And we'll just put that down. Not that. There we go. I want it to be straight. It just, there we go. It just really bugs me when the insides of my card are not straight. Okay, so there's the inside. The outside, we'll burnish that a little bit just to get it nice and smooth. And then the last thing we need to do is this envelope flap. So I want to stamp a flower on the outside of the card, of the envelope. And you could just stamp flowers on the envelope flap as well, but I opted to include some DSP for this one. So we'll just take that around and I put my adhesive, oops, good thing that's getting covered up, and glue on my fingers and didn't know it. Get that off of there before it ends up on my whole project. There we go. And then we take a piece of the DSP that is, it cuts about a little bit larger than 2 1/4 inches. And I use 6 inches wide. It doesn't have to be that wide because you're going to trim some of it off, but it's what I like to do just to make sure I have a little extra. And then we just trim that around. And it's quick and easy, and it just adds an extra touch of elegance to your cards when you have that envelope decorated to coordinate with your project. We always say no naked envelopes, and we won't have one with this project either. So there you go. This is today's project. Get some of this stuff out of the way so you can see it. A cute and simple thank you card made with the sneak peek that you got of the Timeless Charm bundle. That is the project that we have for today. Let's see, let me go ahead and put myself back and let's get this down. If I can, let me figure this out. Okay, there we go. All right, so that is our project for today. Again, I want to thank you for stopping by to watch my video. I hope that you like the project. And if you do, if you could like it, and if you could share it, I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming. I'll be back again next week with another card to share. And in between, I hope that you have a fantastic week and live graciously. Bye now.